Good morning, guys. Welcome to Monday. Sad I had to stop and think what day it was. Oh, hope everybody had a great weekend. Ready for a great week here. Yeah. I have not looked at anything today. I do see SPY setting new all-time highs. Google new all-time high. Very cool. Good way to start off the week, I guess. Hopefully we'll have some good movement off of that. Big push on Tesla as well. Wow. Good deal. All right. Oh man, sorry guys, I'm trying to wake up. My allergies are kicking my tail this morning. I don't know why. All right, so going to jump in, of course, get the private group set up with their morning post, then come back and get a few things updated. Get SPY, IWM, get this Google updated, take a look at a few other things, just kind of get a game plan of what we want to look at today. Then we'll go over the economic calendar, which I'm looking at now. Big week this week with FOMC on Wednesday, so could get interesting. But I think that's the reason why we're seeing a big push there on SPY. All right, but while I am doing that, if you guys have any questions or comments or anything you want me to take a look at this morning, please post up there in chat. That way, as soon as I get back, we can get that taken care of as well. We'll do the charting first, and then we'll do the questions. That way, we can make sure we get the charting done before bell. But yeah, like I said, if you guys have anything you want me to take a look at, any questions or anything, we can get that up and going. All right. And if you guys remind me, I've got the earnings chart from this week we can go over as well. Steak Day Friday got 100% on Google off stream. Fantastic, man. That is awesome. That is awesome, awesome. Good morning, Ops. What's up, buddy? All right. Almost done, guys. Hey, Xling, did you see that Tesla we had last week? That one we bought, what was it, Thursday? Then ended up running again on Friday. That one ended up, actually got it. I thought I had it in my notes. I want to say it ran over 1,600%. It was a nice little runner. No worries, man. I tell guys don't have that FOMO. Don't wish you would have got in, all that stuff. There will be more. We do it all the time. All right. Let's look at some charting. So SPY is pushing. I think on Thursday I had a decent trade on Hood. I think you did too. I think Hood actually moved pretty decent last week. I know we played it last week. It was a good move on Hood. All right. SPY moving quite nicely. Put that here in our main chart. So first thing, new all-time high here in pre-market, and that so far is going to be our pre-market high. We might have to adjust it just slightly. So let's go ahead and do that. So instead of deleting this, I'm just going to move it up. 596, 59.65. So lock it in. Then our orange is going to be, let me zoom in a little bit because these two are close. Orange is going to be this, which is our light blue, which is our opening range high. So opening range high Friday. Just in case SPY decides to come back down, we've got it. And now this is going to be our orange from last week. Nice. Just make sure you don't give back those profits, holding on to them, and not going crazy or going super high because you've got the money now to do so. Your rules and what you're trading and how you're trading has got you to where you're at. So make sure you don't change that. It's a common mistake. All right, so we cleaned out all of our other lines. So now let's go in pre-market high. There we go. Now we need to do our pre-market low, which is going to be right there. Let me zoom in a little bit. Pre-market low. And it looks like we're actually finding some decent support there. Kissed a little bit there, touched it there, almost there, and there and there. So be a heavier line of support. Now let's go in and do our session high, session low. Session high, it was a little high on that one. All right, session high. We'll lock it in. Session low, is that going to be, yep, so session low is going to be the bottom of that wick. We did see that pull back on SPY late Friday afternoon. 656.90. Session. All right. So there we go. We got session high. Right here, which we forgot to change color. Session high, session low, pre-market low, pre-market high, which we're still holding about to retest now. And then our orange carryover. So next, let's jump up, do the same thing here on Google. All right, this one is our light blue, which is what? Opening range low on Friday. It gets changed to our orange. It stays. This can get deleted. That one stays, that one's deleted. That one's deleted. And that one. All right. So while we are here, okay, now that's Thursday. We had that big swing. All right. Pre-market high. Pre-market low. Remember, guys, these are just areas. They don't have to be 100% spot on. That one look pretty good. Maybe a little low there, but these are not, like I said, hard lines drawn. They're just give us a area to look at. 242.32 session high. And 238.20. So session high, session low, pre-market high, pre-market low, and carryover. And carryover was our opening range on Friday. Google all-time high, 245 even. Lock that one in. And we should be set. Our SPY actually just popped 270. Or 2659.70. Came out a little weird. 70. You know, do you have to adjust that? No. Once we get out of pre-market, I won't adjust it again. Big push here on Tesla though. Which is good for those guys that had bought commons like we had talked about. Looks like 52 week on Tesla's 488.54. So we're getting there. Betting we're going to see a pullback off bell on this one. And then I want to take a closer look at NVIDIA. There's a huge red there in pre-market, and I'm not sure why. It's kind of what caught my attention. We came right down to this area of support. All right, less than 2 minutes to go, guys. Please make sure you check your account, see what you can and cannot get into. Make sure you're ready to go. Hey, Axling, thanks for the subscription, buddy. I thought you subscribed last week. Oh, sweet. Yes. Not sure how all that works. Still new to the whole streaming thing, but yeah, really appreciate it, dude. Really appreciate it. All right, here we go. 30 seconds, 20 seconds actually. Let's have a steak day. And we are open. Markets are live. 659.80 was that pre-market high, all-time high on SPY. We adjusted that. Walmart gapped up. Wowzers, right there. Look at that. Google all-time high. Tesla pulling back just like I thought we might see. PayPal pushing as well. SPY pushing. Anybody still in this one? Please make sure you're adjusting your position. Looks like BABA just hit new 52-week. I'll update that in just a second. Huh. Must have been pre-market. Yeah, it was. $160.32. That works. 33. Thought Nvidia was gonna retrace back, but I guess it's been bearish today. Still a little early. That's what I was looking kind of at on Nvidia to see what it wanted to do. It came down and hit that area of support, and still a little early. AMD through support there, 158.90. Tesla back to VWAP. Google has a ton of room for consolidation right now. IWM dropping back pretty strong. Right now, guys, just kind of sitting on hands. 7 minutes in, we're seeing some big movements both directions on our normal stuff. And when I scroll through the market's seeing the same thing. I mean, it's Monday morning. We've got plenty of time to jump in and take money from the market. There's no need to really chase any of this movement early on. Like I said, we've got plenty of time in the market. Patience, yes. It's definitely mixed. I have a lot in both directions. Yeah, I do too, Chris. I'm seeing a lot in different directions, which is scary in a way, I guess you could say. It's odd when SPY is pushing like this and IWM drops. These two don't follow each other, but they do, if that makes sense. Usually they go same-ish direction, but this morning they're definitely not. It could be. It could be lagging behind. All right, spy back to an important area here. This is our pre-market high and our all-time high before session today. I know we just popped to that 660.30, but we're dropping down. If we lose this, we could see more to the downside back to this session high or session low. That should be actually session low. Actually, that was wrong. I don't think we updated our wording. Pre-market high is what that was. That makes more sense. Pre-market high, there we go. Session high was here on Friday. So there's the break, kind of getting what we need there. All right, looks like we just PT'd on our first trade in the private group. Let me get that up for you guys. That was a risky one. We may see more on this, but it's this one here on Google. We played the counter trend movement to the downside. We waited till we started seeing reversal off this top. And remember when I said we had a lot of room for consolidation? We just soaked up that consolidation, and luckily it was to RPT. So this one was Google 240p. We alerted it at 0.76. PT was 0.91 for 20%. Don't think we're going to see big runners out of this one. I am out of this trade, so. Apple dropping back. Looks like SPY and IWM rebounded. So we're 17 minutes in. Still seeing a lot of chop. I know we're getting decent moves on a few things, but overall, we're getting a lot of ups and a lot of downs. So it's the market's like, hey, which way do we go? Let's take a second. There comes an alert in on TSL. Oh, that was a little late. Good job, Weeble. All right, this is market calendar for this week. So today, Empire State Manufacturing, 8:30. Could that have been that movement we've seen? I don't know. No. It would have came way back up in here. Empire State Manufacturing really doesn't move the market much. And today's pre-market movement happened way before all that, so we are starting to see a little bit more of a drop there on that Google. So that wasn't by Empire State Manufacturing data. Tomorrow we got U.S. retail sales 8:30. Import price index. So a few things in the morning. Business inventories at 10. Home builder at 10. Nothing really that's going to move the market or that I'm overly concerned about for tomorrow. Wednesday, though, is where things start getting interesting. So we got housing starts and building permits at 8:30. Kind of same weight as everything on Tuesday. Take a look at it. More than likely not going to see anything. But come Wednesday afternoon, 2 o'clock, that's going to be the big one. FOMC interest rate decision. So the word on the street is we are going to see an interest rate cut. I've seen everything from 0.25 to 0.5%. But that could be one reason why we're seeing this push up in the market. If that's the case, we're building it in, so to speak. So the market is already moving, the movement, and in anticipation for the FOMC, which means if it goes the way we expect it to, I don't think we're going to see a big movement. I still think we will see movement, but I don't think we're going to see a big movement as we would have if we would have sustained that momentum that we had and then got that decision. Then we would have seen a big spike. But we could probably see some movement with it. I just don't think it's as big as what we normally would have seen. And then 2:30, we got Powell, his press conference. So he could definitely move the market as well, depending on what he says. So if the market doesn't like what he says, we could see a push up from the interest rate, followed by a big drop from Powell. It's going to be some quick movements. If you guys play that, please play it safe and just be careful, because like I said, that could go either direction with the market. Us in the private group, we will watch it heavily. My goal is to make our money well before that. We might play a fun lotto through it, but if you're playing into FOMC with anything, it's a gamble. It really is. You're not trading at that point. You're just getting in and gambling and hoping for the best. Then Thursday we got jobless, which is pretty common. Philly Fed manufacturing survey, not too concerned about it. Yeah. So once we get through Wednesday, then we got jobless on Thursday, and that's about it. So Wednesday's going to be the big day this week. as SPY starts pushing higher. Google looks like we may have found bottom. Still a good trade. Let's kind of give it some time, guys. We're coming up on 30 minutes. We're 23 in now. Then we will come in, set up our opening range, kind of see where we're at. Ops guy did a dad joke. Why didn't the orange win the race? It ran out of juice. I like that one. I like that one. That's funny. Yeah, at any time you guys can do dad jokes, you can do the 8-ball. And yeah, anytime you guys want. That was a good one. It ran out of juice. Google trying to bounce there off of that area of support. That's why I was saying don't get greedy with that one. I've been trying to push up a little bit. Took a hit after that new all-time high. Sound pushing. Taking a quick look here at this. Pushing off that view out there on Google, kind of what I was thinking. PayPal breaking its support, looking for more to the downside. Big push there on IWM off its pre-market. Kind of IWM push past support. Yeah, it did. I kind of want to see what it's going to do if we retest it. I was actually down here looking at some other stuff, seen it jump down to the 100 tick just to kind of see. But I'm looking for the retest. SPY is pushing, which is nice. Looks like some things are starting to push, but let's see what we do once we retest back down here. 240 calls, not looking too overly priced. Okay, so now we're back to that pre-market high. See what we want to do. Still dropping. So asked 8 Ball, is IWM going to drop back now? And Twitch 8 Ball said no. Okay. Appreciate that. And then YouTube just came in and said, who knows? YouTube 8 Ball, that he's just kind of given up. So this is a big candle. It looks like we're going to fail to retest on that pre-market high, and now we're pushing through that opening range low on Friday that we carried over. SPY losing its momentum as well. It had some room for consolidation on the 2-minute. Both look like they're dropping back. What? Wow, we just got a subscriber for 6 months. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. If you guys, want to support the channel, you can definitely do that by subscribing. We've got a few things set up on there. There's a tips thing, which helps. It goes directly to us to support the channel. And all that actually gets rolled right back into the group, to the company. We are an LLC. It's not just me trading. We are a trading company. So all your support here, all that goes into the company to make the group better. It does not go in my pocket. So, but I really appreciate that. Hey Chris, I sent you a PM on Telegram. IWM still pulling back quite a bit, and Google pushing the new all-time highs. Google looking like it, not Google, IWM looking like it's wanting to retest that support 238.50. Watch coming into that level. Google new all-time high still. Watch this area here, guys. AMD with a big drop off its support. AMD and Nvidia both setting up to look like it might want more to the downside. Tesla trying to push back up. We're 40 minutes in, so let's jump in, do our opening range real quick. We're only in one trade, swing trade. We're up on it. I did see we were up 10% on it a second ago, but not PT'd. And then we took that Google to the downside, but that's all we've taken. But let's jump in here, do our opening range on SPY and IWM real quick. So here's SPY. Opening range high. Opening range low. And once again, guys, I mean, if you chart this, you don't have to chart it. It's just what I do. Completely up to you. And if you do chart it, you can use your own colors. Just make sure you know what your colors are and you keep them consistent. Don't do blue today, pink tomorrow, or whatever, because you will just inadvertently mess it up when things start moving. Just good to have consistency. Consistency is key. All right, so there's our opening range high, and then opening range low 238.55. And another thing, we just trade a lot of SPY and IWM here in the group. If you trade BABA or whatever, you can do the same charting on anything you would like. It just takes time. That's why we only do it on our main ones. If we're going through and trading a lot of, Tesla or something, I would definitely do it on Tesla or whatever. So do it on whatever you feel like you need to. Same concept applies on all tickers. So. Now, I'm going to watch for the retest here on this AMD, see what it wants to do. and it looks like AMD failed that retest. That's why we watch. That's why we give it some time and allow it to play out as needed. So. All right, dad joke incoming. Did you know the first French fries weren't actually cooked in France? They were cooked in Greece. All right, that one was good. That one was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. I like that one. AMD still bouncing around here on the support. It may want some more. Tesla could want more to the downside. IWM wanting to push back up. We've got this opening range low from Friday here. We got our pre-market high and opening range high that's coming back up into. So could be choppy to the upside. I'm not seeing any fantastic setups, so to speak. We had that big movement off Bell. Some things are trying to counter trend against it, but just not seeing a great overall setup on anything. And at any time, if you guys see something, you can post up in chat and we'll take a look at it. I think Hood pushes past support should be a good put. Let me take a look at Hood. I looked at it earlier. See, like Hood to the downside. And definitely not bad. Right, we do have a line of support here. Um, 123.44 looks like all time or 52 week on Hood. Tesla may want more to the downside as well. It's coming into that moving support resistance. Big reversal there on Apple. If we break VWAP here, Apple could try to fill back through that gap that we were noticing earlier. Goodness. SPY testing its opening range high here. IWM just broke it, and now looking at the retest, and looks like we bounced right off of 240 even. Definitely some room for consolidation. So There we go. Spy trying its best to push off of this opening range, and looks like IWM is trying to hold it. And actually, it looks like we got a bounce off of that support you were looking at on Hood too. Pretty big bounce actually. Alright guys, I'm going to step away for 2 seconds, leave charts up, but I will be back in just a minute. Hold on 1 second. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Doesn't look like I missed much while I was gone. You missed a lot of chop. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Today's been quite choppy. Dude, you could get sick in these waves. Just up and down, up and down. Alright, dad joke. Let's see. Come on. There you go. Or maybe not. Maybe Stream Elements is taking a break as well. Maybe that is the joke. Haha. Hood's dropping back. Be careful. Watch for it coming back into this support 113.79. Walmart pushing though. I've said a lot of times Walmart and SPY run opposite each other. Today, not so much. IWM back over this opening range high. Hey, there we go. Dad joke finally. It only took 3 minutes. Why don't seagulls fly over the bay? Because they'd be bagels. Huh. It took Stream Elements a little bit to come up with that one. Like I said, guys, I don't come up with these. They're randomly generated, so that's funny. All right, X-Ling, here comes your hood retest of that support. Watch it there. I think we should break for mandatory nap around lunchtime every day. Yeah, seasick from the waves. Up, down, up, down. So we broke that opening range high here. Came back and looks like we tried to retest that 240 level. Now we're going to come down. Overall, the indicators are pointing up on both SPY and IWM. So the market itself is wanting more to the higher. Let's see if we can get it. Google's setting up for a decent looking downtrend. I'm not even catching the catfishing. At least I'm not getting sunburnt. You back to catfishing with the cat? I was out in the sun all day Saturday and Sunday, so I'm a little crispy this morning. Not bad. My face hurts a little bit, but not too bad. He's being lazy. I don't even know where my dog's at. I let him out this morning and let him back in. I hadn't seen him since. He's not in his bed, so I have no idea where he's at. He's just out doing his thing. All right. IWN just popped over 240. Not sure if it's going to hold or not. And see if we get a retest to the downside here on that hood. See if X-Ling grabbed that one. Anybody still in our hood swing that we alerted a while back? Hope not. It's looking to the downside. We're going to kill that one. Nope, didn't grab. Mine's in the purchase through there. I would not still grab that hood X-Link. I'd still wait for that retest. Big red right there on Walmart. SPY still trying 661. Got a lot of chop. So IWM trying to break down. Walmart trying to push back up. It's up, down, up, and down. Apple to the upside. Yeah, it looks like it's wanting to. It's now breaking off this VWAP. Apple's just expensive. I watch it, don't play it a whole lot, especially earlier in the week. Today being a Monday. Yeah, calls right at the money, 237.5. Was looking at 240. And then 240 drops to 142. And then 242.5 drops to 79. So I wouldn't go far out of the money on it, but AAL. That one's a little bit cheaper. That one's kind of getting choppy there, Chris. We've seen that big bounce here. So Google dropping VWAP there. Not sure I would play it. Amazon, big push. But Amazon, super cheap. I'm down 6 on it. I'm missing the 12 level on day until I was in. Oh, on that AAL, yeah, it definitely a lot cheaper. I do like this Amazon to the upside as well, but it's priced right there in line with the Apple. Yeah, that 12.5 there on that one, Chris, is not bad. The 12.5, yeah. There you go, Chris. Might grab some of those with you. IWM keeps rejecting this 240 level. All right, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, you're right, Chris. Anything good ain't cheap, and anything cheap ain't good. Yep. Girls. Y'all gonna open a can. Yeah, IWM looks like it's not wanting to hold that or break over that 240 level. We're watching this peach line, and it was trying to push over it, but and we just PT'd on this one, which was one that Chris was talking about, or oh look, it's a squirrel. It's just a quick little for fun there in the group. To yeah, don't get me started on that. Really nothing great down on the day right now. Yeah, just kind of we're in a swing, so that swing is down, not much. It's not an amazing day. We had I'm not sure how to get an IWM since it keeps going down. I mean, you can just sell it. You might take a minute to get a feel on it, but IWM usually fills rather quickly. That's up to you, if you want to sell it or not. Yeah, today has been more of a gamble. You're right. We really haven't got the movement I thought we would see today. Pre-market had some great movement. Everything else has kind of been pretty choppy, um, and unfortunately, you'll have that. I mean, we are seeing some good movements like this here off of AMD. I like it, but I would have never played it because we had this resistance here, and if you would have came up, I mean, I don't know if you would have PT'd through here, but you had all this resistance to go through, plus this charted resistance. So even though it's a good movement, I wouldn't have played it because you had so much to the upside that you had to get through. Obviously, it got through it, and now it's looking for 160.86. But as traders, we just need that good defined movement, and we're just not getting it today. And just like that, reversal on AMD. Looks like both SPY and IWM looking for more to the downside here. SPY coming up on VWAP, IWM coming up on its pre-market high. Not saying we're going to see more to the downside, we're just kind of losing that momentum to the upside, if that makes sense. if you're in this American Airlines, just make sure you're managing your position. Big push there on NVIDIA. Big pop. Looks like SPY held VWAP, which I wasn't expecting it to be honest with you. IWM back to VWAP now. American Airlines up to 20. If you guys are new here, make sure you give us a follow there on Twitch. It's completely free for you guys. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and give us a thumbs up. That would be amazing. And also, we've had 2 people sign up for subscriptions today through Twitch. If you sign up, you get a cool badge, you unlock some emotes, and you also get no ads, which is cool. And if you look, Twitch is running a 30% off sale through the end of the month on subscriptions, so might be a great time to grab that if you guys haven't. But please make sure you at least give us a follow. That goes a long way to help out the channel and show us support. All right, so SPY coming back. It bounced off its opening range and now looking to test VWAP, and looks like IWM trying to break through VWAP as well. Also, a little programming note. Tomorrow, there is a slight chance I might be late. I'll definitely be on. We're going to be trading tomorrow and everything. Just giving you guys a heads up. My parents are going on vacation and they asked me to take them to the airport, and I said I would. And then they were like, "Okay, great. We got to be there at like 3 o'clock in the morning." So, I may be a little late in the morning. You guys know me; I'm not a morning person, so that's going to kick my ass. But I will definitely do everything in my power to be on normal time. Better you being late than the girlfriend. Yeah, that would be a major problem. Chris coming in with the dad jokes. Oh yeah. So oh man. And there goes IWM through VWAP. So looks like IWM and SPY looking for more to the downside. Goodness. Sorry about that, Frog. We got affiliate on Twitch, and they run the ads because our channel is growing so much. I can't do a whole lot about it. I can try to adjust and change some things about that, but honestly, the only way to make the ads go away is subscribing to the channel, which is pretty cheap. I know they get annoying, but that's how Twitch makes its money. Cool thing is, though, Twitch is also running a sale on the subscriptions. Once again, I have no control over their sale, their pricing, ads, none of that. It just kind of comes along with the territory, unfortunately. It may. I was looking at that too, actually, but like I said, you got to look at those premiums. Get kind of expensive. Don't interrupt someone working intentionally on a puzzle. Chances are you'll hear some crosswords. That's funny. It should say working intentionally on a word puzzle, maybe. But that one's pretty funny. Still watching, guys, just not seeing a whole lot. Just trying to work on some stuff in the back end. If you guys see something, yell at me, throw something at me. Video still looking more to the upside. AMD coming into support at our resistance 160.86. That could turn into something. I like calls on NVIDIA. Not playing them for the private group, so throw that out for you guys. NVIDIA is one that trades on the 2.5, so 180 is next, and then 182.5. Is that actually saying you're already in one, meaning you're already in a NVIDIA call? I do like it. I just want to watch that peach. It's just pretty expensive for the private group. 177. Yeah, not bad. I do like it. Just expensive. And then unfortunately, with the private group, we try to keep that pricing pretty, standard 100, $150 at the high end. So, yeah, perfect. Cut off that PT, ride the SL up as it moves up. Just give yourself that little bit of a cushion in case we get a pullback. We do have some room for consolidation right here. I mean, you could definitely see mid 177, so half a point consolidation room. Hey, hold on one sec, guys. All right, sorry about that, guys. Quick little phone call. Apple looks like it's might continue its push. Yeah, not a bad trade there on NVIDIA. Excellent. Good job. Let me take a look at it. Yeah, it might. You got VWAP here that you're getting ready to come into, and then you've got this support 113.79. Could be a scalp setup. Google maybe to the upside. That was a nice little pop there on Google. I don't think I'd play it to the upside right now. Give it some more room. But yeah, it did have a little pop there. Still seeing a lot of chop and a lot of range bound stuff today. Might be about it for the trading, unless we can get through. Yeah, be careful with that hood. I'm still not sold on it to the upside or downside. In the last little bit, it's starting to get back in with this range. We might be done today, or at least till this afternoon as well. Just no need to keep pushing the envelope. We're in a swing, down a little bit on it. We PT'd on Google. PT'd on AAL. So not a bad day. Hold on one second, guys. All right, sorry about that, guys. Anyway, like I was saying, looks like things are going to start going sideways. No real need to chase this stuff. Kind of an okay day. We're in another trade. Hopefully it's shaping up. Down $3 on it. We got a swing that I'm not too worried about. We did lose on IWM. We had call on it at 240. It rejected the off for us, so it took a small hit there. So anyway, probably gonna start wrapping things up. I'm hungry, my belly's rumbling, and we're kind of going sideways. But I appreciate it, guys. Like I said, if you would just make sure you follow us here on Twitch. Take a chance. If you get a chance, look into those subscriptions. See what you think about that. You don't have to. It's completely up to you. It would help with the ads and unlock a few extra things for you. But those are on sale. Oh yeah, it's going to be a steak week. No worries. No worries. Well, we got the potato today. Tomorrow's going to be the salad, and we're going to be eating steak by the end of the week. So anyway, I appreciate it, guys. Like I said, make sure you like, subscribe, follow, thumbs up. Follow us on all our socials. Check out the website if you want. It's pinned at the top. And yeah, I can't thank you guys enough. Every day is steak day. Yes, sir. That's the way I like it. But yeah, like I said, thank you to those couple guys that subscribed today. Looks like All Things Blood did 6 month subscription, so thank you. They locked in that 30% discount on that, so very cool. I appreciate it, guys. You can do that anytime. You don't even have to. We don't even have to be on stream for you guys to subscribe to the feed. But like I said, you can also subscribe to the channel too. So just with a follow, and then check out our website at the top for all of our private group subscriptions, which we offer a 7-day free trial, all that. So anyway, I appreciate it, guys. Have a great night. Be careful trading this shop if you take any more trades today, and I will see everybody back in the morning. Like I said, I may be late. I'm going to try my best to be here. I may be sleeping. Just wake me up, yell at me.